We are going to take you to Donald Trump now, who spoke on Air Force One on his way back to the US.
I think being with King Charles, he's a wonderful guy. Got to know him very well. I knew him before, but now I know him a lot better. The artwork. I saw more paintings than any human being has ever saw, and statues, but they treated us great. They treated our country great. And that, I view that as being really respect for our country the way they did it, because last night was beautiful. And, you had the biggest business people in the world there. That was respect for our country, yeah.
Mr. President, have you had conversations with I'm trying to skip. Have you had conversations with Secretary Rubio or any of your military leaders about possible regime change in Venezuela?
No, I haven't.
You haven't had any discussions about plans or how to make it happen?
No, I haven't.
Mr. President, you mentioned in your remarks at the press conference something about Bagram and bringing it back to the U.S.
I'd like to get Bagram back.
Do you know how you plan to do that, sir?
They need a lot from us, and I'd like to get it back. It should have never been given. Bagram should have never been given, the air base. That was gross incompetence to give that up. It's one of the most powerful bases in the world in terms of runway strength and length. The strength and length. You could land anything on there. You could land a planet on top of it. Can you imagine they gave it up for nothing? Just, let's leave. And it's an hour away from where they make their missiles, China.
Mr. President, it's been a month since you're meeting with Putin. Is it time to call for a ceasefire? It's been a month since you're meeting with President Putin. Is it time for a ceasefire to call?
Doesn't feel like it. But at the right time, if I have to do it, it'll be harsh.
Mr. President, I have a question about something you said earlier this week. You said, Mr. President, regarding Antifa, what you posted.
Who are you with?
NPR, sir.
They were gone.
Regarding
Are they still here?
we are?
Are they still here? Oh, good. Congratulations.
Regarding designating them a terrorist organization, when they don't have defined leadership or membership, how do you target them?
Who doesn't?
Antifa.
We're going to find out, right? We're going to see. People have been talking about it for a long time. We're going to see. Did they have anything to do with your network? Okay. Well, we're going to find out. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. President, you said earlier this week that the women who yelled at you, who were protesting when you were at Joe Stone Crab, should be in jail. Do you actually think that that is an offense that deserves jail time?
I don't know how they got in there, but certainly I thought it was very inappropriate. And they said things that were and it was a question of when you take a look at the way they acted, the way they behaved. Yeah, I think they were a threat.
You think that deserves jail?
You agree with it?
I think they're a nasty organization.
But you think they deserve jail?
Well, I don't know. What should Congress focus on? What are your top priorities with Congress?
We're going to finish the wars. We have a couple of them going, as you know. You look at Gaza, you look at Russia, Ukraine. We're working on that, and I'm working with Congress on. But I think we'll get it. We did do 7. We actually did more than 7, which people don't like to talk about. But I say that and the economy, always the economy. Especially bringing down the oil further. If we get the oil down, that war ends.
Here's a subject that I don't think a lot of people talk about. I've been talking to a lot of American truck drivers in the last couple of weeks, and I'm asking them what their biggest concern is.
Right.
They tell me some of these foreign truck drivers, they come to schools here in America, Utah and California to be specific.
Right.
They get fast-tracked through the system. A lot of them don't speak English, which I know you did an EO about speaking English. But they're causing a dangerous situation on the road.
Yeah,
That's what they're telling me. I don't know what we can do about it.
I don't like it. I see the one, he had the accident, couldn't read a sign, didn't know what was happening. Yeah, no, I'm not in favor of that at all. Got to speak English.
Mr. President, Salam Mandani said that he would arrest Benjamin Netanyahu if he comes to New York City because of the ICC warrant. Would you intervene if that came up?
Yeah. It's inappropriate.
Mr. President, we asked TV News viewers the questions they would like to ask of you and the Prime Minister today. The main question was, would you please swap jobs with him? And the second question behind that was really, why are we in the UK moving towards Europe when Europe is failing and America is flying?
Well, look, I think UK has a tremendous asset known as the North Sea. And it's loaded up with it. You know, they like to say, well, it's really diminished. It's not. And there are lots of areas out there that haven't been found. Look at Norway. You know, it's the same kind of a thing. They've become so rich. And for UK or other parts of Europe to take, I mean, especially UK, to buy oil from Norway, they haven't. But they don't want to do it. If they would drill in the North Sea, if they would let them, you know, they've made it impossible for people.
So it starts with energy.
It's a tremendous asset.
Yeah.
And it's tremendously valuable. And there's a lot of oil left. They've been drilling there for a long time, but there's a lot of oil. And there's a lot of oil out there that hasn't been found yet. And with new drilling techniques, when they think a well is closed, the new drilling techniques, you can drill for another 50 years. It's crazy. It's such a valuable asset. And instead they're putting these stupid windmills all over the place. And every time you put up a windmill, it costs the country millions of dollars a year to have that horrible thing turn. It's ugly, it's bad for the environment, it kills the birds, and beyond that, it costs a fortune. And you know, you should make money with energy, you shouldn't lose money. With windmills you lose, including those massive solar fields, you know, that take up all the farmland. And you know, they're black plastic from China. You ever see what happens to a bird when the birds land? They get fried, because it's hot. So you don't need a saucer. You don't need a stove. No, a bird lands on it, it's over. And then they say it's great for the environment. You know, the lunatics. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, last week in the Oval Office, I asked you about if the Ilhan Omar should be censored. Congress censored her. I just want to get your reaction to that.
They did censor her. Good. When did this happen?
Yesterday.
Yeah, good. I think she's terrible. I think she should be impeached. I think she's terrible. Is she originally from Somalia? So how are they doing it? How's their government? Do they have a president? Do they have a council? Do they have anything? Do they have police? I love these people that come from a place with nothing, no anything, and then they tell us how to run our country. No, I think if she got censured, that's great. If she got impeached, that's even better. They impeached me twice for nothing. And they impeached me knowing the Republicans are on my side, so they knew it was just, but they impeached me twice. She should be impeached, and it should happen fast. What she says is out of line. Yeah, go ahead. Anybody else?
Mr. President, who would you like to see? Mr. President, are you going to ask Brendan Carr to weigh in on other late-night hosts that you have said should be off the air?
Late-night host is on network television. There is a licensing. I'll give you an example. I read someplace that the networks were 97% against me. I got 97% negative, and yet I won easily. I won all 7 swing states, popular, I won everything. And if they're 97% against, they give me only bad publicity or press. I mean, they're getting a license. I would think maybe their license should be taken away. It will be up to Brendan Carr. I think Brendan Carr is outstanding. He's a patriot. He loves our country, and he's a tough guy. So we'll have to see.
What is the free speech issue?
When you think about this, 97%.
Okay, that's where we leave that. That's President Donald Trump on Air Force One on his way back to the White House after his UK visit.